You can get your tickets now for the Progressive 50-50 in support of the Neepawa Curling Club and the Yellowhead Center by scanning the QR code on your screen now. The final draw will be February 12th at 3:45. Tickets are 1 for $3, 2 for $5, 5 for $10, or 12 for $20.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
You can win a pair of tickets for the 2023 Tim Hortons Brier in London or the 2023 BKT Tires and OK Tire Men's Worlds in Ottawa, plus $500. Or maybe equip your team with a set of 4 of Asham's new Ultra Force brushes. And at the same time, support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum and Curl Manitoba's Curling for Life Endowment Fund. Raffle tickets are available now. 1 for $5, 4 for $10, 10 for $20. Buy online at fundingchange.ca/curlmanitoba or scan the QR code on your screen right now. Good morning. Welcome to the Yellowhead Arena in Neepawa, Manitoba. It is the Manitoba Men's Curling Championships, the 98th Manitoba Men's Curling Championship, the Viterra Championship for 2023. We're into the start of day number 2 of this competition. All 5 of our top seeds won their games yesterday. Gambling people probably wouldn't have been betting very much on those results. The top 5 seeds play the bottom 5 seeds in the competition to get the competition underway. However, we also had 4 teams eliminated in this double knockout format last night, and so now we go into day number 2. Our competition features 2 teams from the Winnipeg Fort Rouge Curling Club. We have a former world junior champion, in fact 2 of them on the ice, in the form of Braden Calvert, Kyle Kurz, his 3rd, winners of the World Junior Championship in 2014-2015. Their front end, Rob Gordon and Ian McMillan. Their competition is provided by another Fort Rouge team, skipped by Tanner Lott. Brad Van Wallingham is his 3rd. Wade Ford is his 2nd. Stu Shields plays lead. Stu, a Manitoba Junior champion back in 2008. And if memory serves, in fact, played on the team that lost the final here in Neepawa in 2013, curling with Corey Chambers and with Sean Grassi. They lost the final to Jeff Stout. My name's Resby Coots. Pleasure to be here again with you this morning from the Yellowhead Center, and alongside me today is Ray Ballone. Ray is a Viterra grain buyer in his real life, big-time curling fan, and a supporter very much of Manitoba curling. Ray, number 1, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Hey, Resby, it is so cool to be here with you this morning. I'm excited to see the action this morning.
Mine's good.
I'm working on the assumption that you're saying it's cool to be here in the arena. Not a lot of people these days saying it's cool to be with me particularly. So your role, Ray, is going to be to be the curling fan, talking a little bit about what you see from the strategy of these curling experts. I think both of us will call them experts compared to our own
absolutely
understandings of the game. So how much curling do you do?
I curl 1 night a week in Minnedosa. We live over there, and I started in grade 8, and I'm not finished yet.
Okay, so you are the average curler, the average curling fan, and looking at these. So like me, Ray, you got to be in awe of some of the things you see out here on the ice.
I am. These guys, when they call it, it's going there. And when I am amazed at how precision, how consistent they are. We can have a good shot, and then, like golf, it makes you want to come back. But they have good shots all the time.
So the yellow stones are being thrown by the LOTT team. Red stones are the CALVERT team. I can tell you that the... I was just figuring it out. I was going to be very confident in telling you that the CALVERT team has last rock because I had seen them cover the pinhole in their pregame draw to the button. Hadn't quite seen the result for the LOTT team, but I'm told they bit the button with their pregame draw. So that means Braden Calvert and his team will throw the last rock. Tanner Lott started the game in a let's get at it kind of way with a center guard right on that center line. Calvert tried to go behind, didn't quite make it, and we've traded shots now. Tanner Lott will ask his second man, who is Wade Ford, to try to get that little hit and roll in behind.
Clean. Well, it looks heavy. Curl. Firm.
I'm guessing, Ray, that you're a pretty powerful sweeper.
I am a good sweeper.
I like your confidence at the very least.
What's that? Okay.
And again, amazing what these good curlers can do with the brushes.
Yeah, you can do another 20 feet easily, and you can affect the direction these days.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
This is second,
Close.
Ian McMillan.
Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa.
Calvert
whoa,
looking
whoa,
for
whoa.
that little rub and roll in behind the guard. Gets pretty well dead to the center line.
In my high school days in Manitou, we made a lot of enemies out of the older curlers because we had the rink rat brooms, the three-fingered ones that made so much noise.
They were a product for the young and healthy.
Yes.
Wade Ford, second man for Tanner Lott. And he'll play that run through, the run back.
Good line call.
Not quite dead back, but he does make the kill, rolls open. Calvert will try to hit. Stick out there in the wings, roll behind center, either one works.
Forward.
Last of second stones for Ian McMillan.
Forward. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Oh, yes. Yeah. Sorry, big Cal. Good throw. Good.
Well, if we'd done our homework a little better, folks, we would have had a little more accurate indication of what's going on there. The third, Kyle Kurz, in fact, is not with us this morning. The Calvert team is playing with three. Ian McMillan has,
Straight.
through the first of the middle three stones, I guess I would call it. Rob Gordon playing lead through the first three rocks. Ian McMillan is the traditional second. He's throwing the 4, 5, and 6 stones for Team Calvert. And Calvert, of course, will throw a pair. So a nice rub and roll in behind. That's our first wrinkle, Ray. I think we got through it okay.
Yep. I think that sometimes there's an advantage with only having three for you getting a little bit closer on your draw weight quicker, but you do certainly lose some advantage from the sweeping power.
And yet these days, when you watch, often there is just a one sweeper model going on. The second guy jumping in at the end if needed, and so on. So it's I don't think in this modern era, one sweeper, three-man team isn't the negative that it probably was Well, let's just say a few years ago.
Agreed.
Good rock. All right.
So Calvert tries to run the guard through and just hits and rolls away. So first advantage goes to the LOTT team, the opportunity for Brad Van Wallingham to replace the guard on that real good counter, top 4 foot.
Line's good. Looks there to me, Stu. Looks there to me. Yeah, doesn't
As
need
always,
curl.
we
Doesn't
make
need
the
curl.
comment that the athletes on the
Just
ice
stop
are
now.
very much of the part of our color commentary team. Good miking by the production. My apologies for that. Good miking by the folks at Big Day Media, and it's given us
high.
good sound from ice level. McMillan, another attempt at the run through.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
And he does make that real nice shot. It's almost automatic for these guys these days, isn't it, Ray?
It is. They can do it with their eyes closed. One eye.
Yeah, top 4.
Buddy leaves the guard in play. Tanner Lott with his first shot of the game. We remind you that in the pregame draw to the button used to determine last rock, Lott bit the button, and it was more than a bite. It was a good-sized chunk of the button. So, although we are going the other direction, our ice crews got pretty consistent ice conditions here. So my guess is we'll see Tanner Lott pretty close to that button.
Line's nice. Line's good. Line's good. How's our
Line's
weight?
really good.
Great. Line's great.
Line's perfect.
Line's really good. Yeah, go ahead.
It's from about this point in the ice that historically through the week we've seen that ice begin to curl pretty hard, and he does come short in terms of 4 foot, but certainly nicely buried in the 8 foot.
Yeah, because down the middle, like, let's just make sure contact, right? I like peel. You like out? Yeah. Okay.
And another little lineup wrinkle here. Rob Gordon, who is the lead, is going to be in the house holding the broom. Could be one of two things, Ray. Could be Rob has a little better idea
I do too.
on line and line
up there,
delivery.
back
And
here.
maybe Ian McMillan's a little better sweeper.
I've usually played lead, so I've always thought they are the most important position anyway.
Traditionally, I've been a lead for a very long time.
Whoa, whoa, close. Whoa, off. Yep. Whoa, yep, yes.
Run back, Calvert, and he sticks it. Real nice shot.
Nicely done.
Puts the pressure on the LOTT team right from the outset now, because the opportunity for Calvert to be looking at 2. We have an interesting scenario developing in the draw, Ray. It is a unique draw across Canada, across all the competitions in the 32 teams, and the basically 3 stages. This first 32-team qualifying round, then an 8-team playoff round, and the 4-team final round. But should Calvert happen to lose, and David Hamlin, who's right beside him, happen to win, we would see a matchup between 2 former Manitoba World Junior Champions on the B side of the draw, and that's a pretty rare occurrence, given that there are not that many World Junior Champions.
Yes.
So Lott comes past trying to pip that red rock out of the rings. Needed to curl up just a little bit more. Leaves the red stone, the Calvert stone, on the tee line. And first advantage to Braden Calvert, an opportunity to draw for 2 on the opening end. Just an interesting little bit of conversation there. Braden Calvert just reconfirming in his mind draw weight is exactly what he expects it to be based on practice.
Line's good. Okay, wool then. Okay, your line's fine. Can you keep a broom down? Yeah. 14-6. Hi, boy, Braden. Good judging.
And that rock does slide right to the edge of the button. An impressive first end, Ray. A good way to start if you're the Calvert team with a pair of stones.
I'm sure he's happy with that start.
So we go to our first break. Braden Calvert over Tanner Lott, 2-0 after 1. We'll be back in a moment. We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Sunrise Morning Draw, brought to you by Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
Where can you find handmade pizza, classic burgers, scrumptious salads, the finest Manitoba-sourced fried chicken, and so much more? Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork, locally grown, globally preferred. Back in the Nipawin Arena, day number 2 of the 2023 Viterra Championship. Braden Calvert, former World Junior Champion 2014-2015, has a draw for 2 on the opening end to score a pair. Takes a 2-0 lead over Tanner Lott. Resby Coots along with Ray Ballone from Viterra. And Ray, while we don't want to, let's say, burden our listeners with a long commercial here today, we should chat a little bit about Viterra. And put a little bit facetiously, what the heck is a Viterra anyway?
Viterra in Canada is a grain buying company, so we partner with the farmers to help feed the world. It's that simple. We have grain elevators across the prairies, and we have some processing plants to process canola and soybeans into oil and meal, but we ship grain and all across the world.
So, and you work out of the big, I'm talking physically large at least, operation north of Brandon on number 10 highway.
That's right. I'm at the forest elevator. There's 3 of us buyers there, and we have a huge area of Manitoba, but we can send grain. I can send grain just like an NHL hockey player agent to any of our locations or wherever it makes the most sense.
So so tell me a sort of a typical day in the life of Ray Ballone, grain buyer. I'm assuming you're not sitting at the elevator with a shovel in hand waiting to help unload a truck of grain.
No, they won't let me over there anymore, but mostly it's on the phone and texting and just continuous communications with producers and finding out what they need to move to keep their plans, their crop marketing plans in place. And their farmers are not just selling 1 month a year, they're selling lots of times 12 months a year.
So to put a little cap on that part of the conversation, we have obviously lots of rural fans, but also urban fans. In a nutshell, tell me about this past year's grain crop.
We had a really scary spring for everybody. They couldn't know when they could seed. It was so wet, and then everybody decided, we proceeded that people put the crop in, and then we had a great long extended fall, so the crops came off quite well.
So does that make life easier or harder for a grain buyer? Obviously you have competition, so is it a better world or a tougher world in a good year like that?
We want lots of grain. We've got commitments we can make across the world, and the more grain, the better. We load about 100 rail cars every week at our location, and that's like 10,000 tons. That's a lot of grain. So the more the better.
And my guess is, Ray, like these young men out here on the ice that we're watching, my guess is you like competition.
I thrive on competition, but it's really agriculture. Like, what's the most important job in the world? Farming. No food. No farming, no food. So it's teamwork. Agriculture is so important, and we need everybody that's in it to keep on producing crops.
Well, we'll talk a little more later, but we're back now on the ice. Braden Calvert and his team with that 2-point lead. A couple of rocks set up in the center of the rings, and LOTT with one behind the corner guard, and Ian McMillan is asked to run the guard through. We have a range of ages in the competition, Ray, which is a wonderful thing in my mind. We've got, for example, a guy like Mark Franklin who played in the British Consul's years. So we've got that generation of competitors to these young men and even younger playing. The young guys just have no fear of that run back shot.
No, they've planned it, they see it, they know how to execute it.
Yep! Yes!
So this is Wade Ford playing the double. Spills one out, rolls the other back 8 foot behind that corner yellow one, and rolls over a little bit, almost buried. So things developing nicely for the yellow team, the Tanner LOTT team. Sufficiently that Ian McMillan is going to take a little time to travel down the ice to look the angle over. My guess is, in his mind, he'd like to see maybe a shot at the yellow run, yellow, red, yellow, remove one. Looked like Braden Calvert either didn't see that shot or really didn't want to consider it, but Ian has talked him into it.
Just normal? Yeah. Yeah.
Braden's counting at the back there, but it might cause him trouble in the end.
Yes, that red rock back 8 foot is partially buried behind the Yellowstone. But rocks behind the tee line early in the end often turn out to be not your friend, as they say.
Yeah.
Nice though, double combination, and moves red rock over to the edge of the 4 foot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think Tanner LOTT can see a possible double kill here with added bonus of rolling to the left as we see this screen and dropping in behind the guard. It's Brad Van Wallingham with his first shot of the end.
Whoa, curl, curl, curl! Hard! Okay. Hitting stick and lie 2. Flip under.
Didn't quite get the roll he wanted, or the double.
Yeah, exactly. Nose is fine.
Ian McMillan's final stone of the end. As you heard Rob Gordon, nose is fine. A little bit of roll under the guard will give him second shot stone buried.
Holy fuck.
Well, a small expression of disappointment there. A really bad result. Underthrown, perhaps turned in a little bit, curls across the face and bumps that Yellowstone to yellow, now line 2 with the opportunity to go behind their own guard on the A big advantage for the yellow Tanner Lott team now.
And that red catcher when we were talking is more important than ever now.
Well, we had you had identified early that red rock could become a problem.
Line's fine.
We're at the
Just
curl
top eight, Stu.
soon.
Just top eight, Stu.
It's curl now. All Wade. No, not T, not T, not T, not T, not T, not T, not T. No. Okay. It's T. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Kind of what you like. Just nice peel. Peel? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, half rock. Yeah. Out? Yeah, I like out. Okay. Half rock's pretty good, eh? Yeah.
So he's going to peel here. Just
Thick half, Cal.
hope to take that one. And
Thick half.
Yeah, he's got two choices. He could follow the draw, try to draw to the face of that stone, and he can play this double kill. It's a pretty natural double, I think Calvert thinks.
Whoa, whoa.
So we'll see. It's underway.
Whoa.
Outturn hit from Braden Calvert.
Yes. Hard. Hard.
And it did just follow the path. Ouch.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm good.
Well,
I tried to catch him, Resby.
I saw you.
Yeah.
He
And the fall.
went down, but these are athletic young men. No harm done. Bounces back up. Here we go. We're going to even get the replay. I don't know if they were showing you the replay of the double kill or the fall.
Yeah, well, it's fun.
Oh, he landed right on the rock. That
In our league, we're calling 911.
I'm saying for guys of our vintage, Ray, that hurts and is going to hurt a lot tomorrow. These young men, though, in a little better condition, maybe not quite so much. So he's stuck in there in the 4 foot, partially open. There we have the
Medical report.
the medical report.
Self-diagnosed.
Usually the case there, the major flaw or major problem is a little bit of embarrassment that it happened more than any other physical problem.
Whoa.
This is Tanner Lott.
Whoa. Yes. Whoa.
He's got to squeak past that
Whoa.
top guard.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Otherwise,
Yep.
he's going to roll a bit
Yes.
left.
Hard. 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 Guys. Jeez. Okay. Roll the shooter.
Then they do lose it on the over curl. Calvert will have the opportunity to hit and roll behind to,
Yeah, if you-
at
if
minimum,
you're
force
bang on nose,
Lott.
pretty good. It's a thin double. Yeah. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Nice, clean,
Close.
consistent delivery from Braden Calvert.
Close. Just clean. Just clean. Good throw, Braden.
And he does hit to sit two. Calvert will look at the possibility of the double kill.
Do I give this a try at all, Tanner?
They're considering hitting, coming in here. That would allow for this one.
You guys like trying it?
Well,
yeah, board weight,
we could possibly get the double.
There's a chance at two.
Yeah, I think they are realistic. I think they know that this is the logical shot for the single, and if it looks like it might curl a little bit. Try to sweep it to get the double kill, but focused on the single here. Tanner Lott throwing his last stone of the second end.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yep.
Hard weight.
Hard!
Hard weight.
Hard!
Weight to it.
Hard! Hard!
Hard.
Hard!
That sweep call tells you that they think they've got the two. They do get the roll they want,
Did it go far enough?
but our overhead suggests not. My guess, the measuring stick could come out.
I think it's
Nope.
one yellow.
This way, they went back down.
Just a single for Tanner Lott. Nice try at the double for two. Just needed to move that rock another inch or so. So after two completed ends, 2-1, Calvert over Lott. We'll be back from Neepawa in a moment.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
Asham Curling Supply.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
You can win a pair of tickets for the 2023 Tim Hortons Briar in London or the 2023 BKT Tires and OK Tire Men's Worlds in Ottawa, plus $500. Or maybe equip your team with a set of 4 of Asham's new Ultra Force brushes. And at the same time, support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum and Curl Manitoba's Curling for Life Endowment Fund. Raffle tickets are available now. 1 for $5, 4 for $10, 10 for $20. Buy online at fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen right now.
And 8 foot and you did the exact same thing, we probably hold it. But it was just a combination of everything. Yep.
Well, we're back in the Neepawa Arena. Braden Calvert, opportunity for 2 in the opening end, no mistake, draw to the 4-foot for the second point. Tanner, and then Calvert made a double kill followed by a kill, so Calvert himself removed 3 stones.
Lots of line.
And
Curl if you can.
net result, Tanner Lott had the opportunity for a very fine double kill. Got the roll, he got contact with the second stone, needed to push it about an inch further, got only a single. So after 2 ends, Braden Calvert, Tanner Lott, 2-1 for Calvert in a game between 2 teams representing the Winnipeg Fort Rouge Curling Club, which happens to be the club that I'm a member of. I'm also a member at Charleswood, but mostly identified as a Fort Rouge member, so that's full disclosure in case I sound like I'm overly promoting the Fort Rouge Curling Club, Ray.
And if you're curling next year in the championship, we need to know where you're curling out of.
Needs to curl.
There is some chance that will not be happening.
I'll probably in. Okay, well, not in though.
So Lott, having scored the single point, places that high center guard, perhaps a little further out than he would have wanted it, but still in a very effective guard. I say too far out, Ray, because with the amount of curl on this ice, that's it's pretty easy to get past a high guard like that.
It is that they've got the fantastic ice this week, and it's got a lot of curl.
Can I get a little more ice, Cal?
Yeah.
Easy.
So with the Calvert Rona stone in the back 4-foot, Lott tried to come to it, came up a little bit short.
Yes.
Rob Gordon
Yes.
wanting now to push it back out through the rings. And he hopes to roll, and does, with last rock. Calvert gets that second little biter in play that could be the rock that comes back to haunt, so Tanner Lott says we'll get rid of it.
Yep, they're going to use it right now.
So if we look across the sheets, I mentioned the scenario if David Hamlin won and Calvert lost. Well, Hamlin is made a good opening, gave up a single to Wayne Iwasko in the first end, but has scored 3 on the second, so Hamlin leads 3-1 playing in the third end. Steen Sigurdsson and Corey Chambers tied 1-1 playing in the third end.
Okay, this might be a little slower here, but this
Richard Montaigne up 2-0 on Grant Schufelt playing in the third end. and Ryan Weeb, another young team from the Fort Rouge Curling Club, playing Jeff Stewart and his Gladstone team, and Weeb scored 3, stole 1, so the Weeb team leads 4-0 playing in the third end.
The Weeb team has a lot of family in the Glenella area right near here, so they got some fans here.
So after the hit and roll out, Calvert goes to the open side, sitting on the tee line. I think Lott can see the possibility of a double if it works out. A hit and roll to center is really his objective.
Control, yeah. Control. Clean. Solid, maybe. Whoa. Take the rolls. Right on top. Or right in the middle. Right in the middle. Okay, that's good. Sure, wait.
And he does get that roll. He would have liked to gone another foot to get more buried, but nice roll to center. I've mentioned the scenario if the Calvert team happened to lose. I really should also look at the positive side of that equation. The winner of our game, the winner between Lott and Calvert, will advance on the A side of the draw, and they will play the winner of the game over here on sheet A, B, C, D, E. Be sheet E.
Heavy.
The game between Steen Sigurdsson and Corey Chambers. So that's the scenario for the winners. Trading rocks, Calvert working on scoring another deuce. And Lott will try to have Wade Ford, Brad Van Wallingham, play the out-turn hit and roll to the center line.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Girl. No, close. Clean. Wait. Straight. Hard, wait. Hard. Sit.
Well, this time he rolls a little further than he wanted to. It's open on the other side now.
Yeah, good hack.
You're almost forward there.
About the same.
Yep.
Okay.
So he over curls there. He does jam it back on his own. The Yellowstone stays in the 12-foot circle. The red shot stone
You like board, you like
top
hack?
4, but an angle there that Tanner Lott not too worried about, because he can play a hit and roll to the center line to sit 2 nicely lined up behind that center line guard.
This hack. Clean. Well, a little fall. Stu. Hey, Wade. Whoa. Shoot it or get the red out. Okay. That's fine.
Doesn't curl up as much as he wanted to.
Do a little straighter?
Yeah.
Rolls out. That yellow stays in play, but won't have anything, any bearing on the outcome of the end.
Hack?
Same
Well, I
throw.
was bored last time. Okay. This looks overburied here. Sure.
Yeah, you got it.
So as you heard them say, it's overburied, and yet the previous shot curled across the face of a rock behind, so they know that it'll get there.
Lighter. Yep.
You want to come right up to that one.
From the sound of Rob Gordon sweeping, I think he might be happy if he had a sweeping partner here today.
Yeah, I agree. Not as often we want to be playing at the back of the rings.
No, this end now probably will play through to a blanked end.
Board.
It'll take a miss, a full miss, to turn it into either a deuce for Calvert or a force of one.
Clean. Clean. Also, yep.
Stu Shields
Yep.
and Wade
Gotta
Ford are
curl.
the sweepers.
Yep.
Stu Shields specifically is the sweeper.
Hard Stu.
They bring it right to that rock. They'll get that little center line roll. Rolls across, actually, and probably Calvert will now play the out turn.
You got it.
Be just trading shots to the rest of the end, unless, like you say, there's a miss.
Calvert will be content with a blank here. Have home a hammer on the home ends.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Off. Close. Close. Still off. Yep. Whoa. Okay, clean it. Yep. Just clean. Just clean. Good. Good throw, Braden.
So it crosses my mind to ask Ray, without prying into too far into business details, we have a pretty significant number of farmers in our competition. Do you have any clients and customers here among the crowd of curlers?
Well, I know the Calvert family does sell us grain often from the Carberry area. There are farmers that deal with. There are lots of buyers like me, not exactly like me, but but we do have a lot of curling clients. We just love supporting the curling. Like, it's a good topic around the office.
So Lott will get the hit. He'll get that little roll. Pretty close to dead buried, but he rolls out a little bit on the other side. And when we've seen that big curl coming down here with the in turn, Calvert will want to be careful here. He doesn't want to stick on this. This will be a good weight hit, not a peel by any means, but he's going to want to make sure that he doesn't curl up to touch that guard. Just try to get the corner of the rock, roll out. And he does for the blank. So we go to our fourth end with Braden Calvert leading Tanner Lott 2-1. We'll be back in a moment.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship curling, brought to you by Seagram's 83, Manitoba's favorite Canadian whiskey.
At McMunn & Yates, we've always believed that good neighbors make for better communities. McMunn & Yates has everything you need for your next project, right at your fingertips. And McMunnandYates.com will always be there, ready to help.
You work hard to keep it all together. And when you need a little help, we're there. At PharmaSave, we see you.
Live well with PharmaSave.
That's good.
Back to center ice in the Yellowhead Arena. Tanner Lott's first shot, center line guard, much tighter to the rings this end, no doubt. He's a little happier with that. The shots throughout that end showed Ray the long guard really, in effect, wasn't a guard at all, was it?
No, they know that they've got GPS to get around that one. It's programmed. It's easy for them with that movement.
So Calvert goes behind, but in order to get the curl, does slide deep into the 4-foot, and that rock behind the tee line is the potential problem now for the Calvert team. Certainly an advantage or a bonus for the Lott team.
No, it's got a curl. Fly rock. We're there all day. We're almost around. We're pretty close. We're pretty tight. You wanna go? We're like even.
They're counting on it curling.
Just didn't have the weight they wanted. They didn't want that guard out there. This now starts to work in the Calvert team's advantage.
I kind of like the other turn, B-Cal, because I think they can make it good.
I always say in this scenario, Rob Gordon has suggested they play the other turn. This is one of those things, if you talk the skip into playing a different shot, you darn sure better make it.
You better make it.
Good, Ian. Yep, yes. Hard if you're light. Gotta go. Hard line. Hard. Hard line. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Hard.
Just gets that little rub. Didn't have quite enough weight. If he'd had the top 8-foot, top 4-foot weight, he would have cleared that guard by 2 or 3 inches. So there's the instance where the shot wasn't made, and the advantage now flips back to the Lott team. Put one in behind guards. Second man, Wade Ford.
Line's good. Top 4 T-line almost.
Room right now.
T-line.
Lots of room.
Tons of room. We're hot.
Brad's rock now.
We're
Lott's
hot.
pretty good.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
T-line better. Hard.
And it's from about this point that we see the big curl.
All the way.
Just
all the way.
look.
All the way. All the way.
Keep
Right to the button.
We'll run the center one off that way. Right on nose.
We had a really good
We're high
crowd here
side.
last night for the opening ceremonies and the afternoon and evening draws. There's not as many people here this morning while they all try to figure out how to get out of work.
Yeah, it's a traditional pattern at curling events. I'd even go so far as to say across the world that the morning game you can generally get the best seat in the house. So they run through the guard trying to pick out the yellow off the button, but remove their own red stone.
half around.
It's on the center line.
How high?
Advantage Lott again.
Very much. I think we'll see the Lott team now go pretty hard to try to seal up that yellow stone, and good possibility of a steal, although there's a good portion of the button open around the outside. The shot that Rob Gordon tried is still available. His red rock sits in the way, but they can get to the button probably by going around, still go around that outside red, the way it dies in at the end.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Well, Tanner Lott looked at playing a guard, but decided in the end to take off the red stone and roll for a guard.
He takes away that the possibility of using that red one.
Well, yeah, they could see a yellow guard high on the center line would almost force Calvert to play that run back angle, and pretty high percentage shot with that short distance. This is Ian McMillan. He's playing to tap that yellow and roll a bit. Pushes it straight through, rolls back to a nice position on the top corner of the 12-foot circle.
Now it's almost a replay of their last shot.
Yep, yep, yep. Hard! Hard! Hard, Stu. Hard! Hard, Stu.
Sweep call suggests that he's over curling.
Okay.
Didn't want to actually jam it, so they needed the sweep. Hitting and rolling out is was not the desired result, obviously.
Oh, you like rolling away?
Opens up the center rock for Calvert.
Yeah. Do you like rolling away? Okay.
The beauty of the microphones is that the skip later can go back and watch the game and find out what his front end is talking about there at the far end. So there was a little indecision in some circles whether they were trying to hit and roll under or hit or roll open. As a result, they don't get either.
Exactly.
They wanted to roll further than that if they were going to roll, because it does present the opportunity now to roll back under the guards, but it will be behind the tee line.
Yep, yep, yep. Hard! Yep. Oh. Hard! Oh,
More roll than he wanted.
Rolled right out of the rings.
Top 8. What? Top 8.
Combination of ice surface and rocks, very lively, so that if you don't get almost pure contact, it's going to roll much further than you would, obviously, in a curling club, but much further than you want it to. So advantage now back to the Calvert team, who have the opportunity to use the two guards just off center line and get to the top of the 4-foot circle buried.
Weight's good. Top 8. Top 4. Hold it. Yeah, we're deep. I thought crossing center would be slower. Sorry, Ian. Good throw.
Oh boy. Fuck. Didn't know it that well.
Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Much deeper than they wanted. A lot with the opportunity to get that rock now into the top of the 4-foot.
Seems like a really nice spot. No. Yeah. Top 8.
Snug. How's the weight, guys? Line's fine now. Line's good now.
Line's really good.
Top 8. Line's really good.
It's got to curl a bit.
Line's really good. Maybe Stu.
Can't be deep.
It looks heavy, guys.
Deeper than they hoped.
It does take that red stone pretty much out of contention now, but again, too deep. 2 red stones, 2 Calvert rocks to come. one
That's
yellow.
full speed here.
Calvert
Good speed.
fully top 4 foot buried, sets up the possibility of the deuce.
There's plan B.
Just reconfirming draw weight, a little quicker than the draw to the button, meaning the pregame practice. So I was keened up just a little bit during the course
Line's
of 4
good.
ends of
Room
play.
right now. Okay, room right now.
Ian, it's light.
Okay, line's good. Line's good, Ian. A little bit for line. Yep. How's the weight? Yep, hard. 15-3. It's got a chance. Gotta be full floor. Yep, yep. Hard, buddy. Dig. Dig, 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 dig. Good sweep. Sit. Good. Nice shot, B-Cal.
And he is shot rock.
He is shot stone, maybe overcurled just a little bit. There's going to be the possibility of coming to it, tapping it, or frozen to it to force a single. Tapping it back to lie 2. Over here on the sheet beside on the third end, David Hamlin missed a hit, had the opportunity to play an outside out-turn hit on one of his own rocks onto a Wayne Owasco stone. He flashed it completely, allowing Owasco a draw for 2. Owasco didn't make the deuce, so he got only a single. He had missed an opportunity there. That game still 3-2 now, playing the 4th.
Go ahead, Stu.
Ryan Weeb has given up a 3-ender
Gotta go, Stu.
to Jeff Stewart. Weeb leads 4-3, playing the 4th. Our game, that rock slides a little deep, provides just nice backing for a draw to the button. If he comes to the yellow, he's got to move it about an inch or 2. Rick Montaigne leads Grant Schufelt 3-0, playing the 4th end, 3 consecutive singles. Steven Sigurdsson leads number 4 seed Corey Chambers 3-1, playing in the 5th end. Chambers with 1 on the 1st, and then 3 singles by Sigurdsson.
Grant Schufelt is also originally a Manitou boy.
Really?
Yes.
Not to overemphasize that, that's one of the teams that's played in a few more of these over a few more years than some of the younger teams.
Curl, hard curl. Hard, Ian. Gotta go. Hard, buddy. Go, go, go. Right to it, right to it, right to it. Good. Nice shot, B-Cal. Good sweep, Ian.
So deuce goes on the board. 4-1. Calvert over LOTT. We'll be back with the 5th end in a moment.
They kind of did the same.
Thank you for joining us for this Manitoba Championship draw, brought to you by Seagram's VO. Masterfully blended, distinctly Canadian.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Asham Curling Supply.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
So we go to the 5th end of our game between 2 Fort Rouge Curling Club teams. Tanner Lott, Braden Calvert. Calvert has scored a pair of deuces and leads 4-1 playing in the fifth end, and with that 3-point lead, Calvert throws his first stone right in the 4-foot circle. Tanner Lott, the traditional response to that, playing a corner guard.
Hard, guys, get it over.
Looks like it's going to be a long corner guard.
Yeah.
I think that the Lott team would agree that one's too far out to be truly effective. It's obviously some use because it's in the way, but the way the rock curls both ways, you can get past that readily to a rock behind it. In fact, the thing that it does more than anything, Ray, is it gets in the way of a draw to the button from that side later in the end.
Exactly. It certainly could come into play.
So knowing that he needs to be a little tighter to the rings, Lott plays the second corner guard. This one he'll want to be tight, sitting on the McMunn-Yates logo. In fact, probably a little deeper than that.
On its own now. Is it in? No, maybe, no. Wait. Okay, both of you now, we gotta be here. Yep. Hard.
So he does get that second wide guard up.
Yep.
Right on the logo you mentioned.
Yeah, the logos provide a good mark for the teams to think about. It gives them a sense of distance that isn't quite as pure as on a pristine sheet. Rob Gordon's third stone of this end.
Whoa.
Gets to center. Covers the higher of the two rocks, so that's an advantage. Tanner Lott looking at the run through. Second man, Wade Ford.
Yep. Yes.
Throwing the out turn hit.
Hard.
Over curls, takes out the one, rolls away.
Replace it. Pretty quick here. Yeah. Halfway. Hard early. If you can. You want me to sweep? Yeah.
If you can.
Okay, we're to the McMunn logo. Sit. Okay.
Well, a little bit of back and forth there. Some not quite clear communication, I think you would say, and that rock does as a result curl across center, leaving Lott the opportunity to play past that center guard and hit, maybe roll back behind under his two corner guards.
Yes. Yep. Hard.
You still got it. You got it. Really good.
Curl. That's fine.
And stuck right there.
They changed the call as partway down, trying to get the sweep to curl, get a little bit of a roll under. That didn't work either.
Kind of wait.
So now Calvert will play the same shot with a little bit less weight in the hopes that they will get the late curl to roll under the guard.
Ooh.
Not quite the roll again. I was good. I said earlier the Skip could come back and watch the broadcast later to find out what his team is talking about. He also can find out how hard his sweepers are working if he wants to listen.
He gets an A for effort there.
So in the hack is Brad Van Wallingham. His first shot of the end.
Yep. 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 Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl.
This one they need to curl just to make enough contact not to roll right out of the rings.
Sorry, Brad.
And it's gone.
And it is gone. Yeah, they're just a little in between on those two calls. One needed to curl more to roll. The other needed to curl more just to save it.
Where you want in, I guess, probably. Yeah.
So Calvert's going to attack now, try to force a single point, or if he comes out of it with a steal, so much the better.
Like just add 4 feet. G-line. Line's good. Weight's good. Weight's good.
And once again, that late curl as the rock dies. Fully to the forefoot, peeking out on the other side.
Run it back. May end up with a corner guard on the other side.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Roll it off.
Brad Van Wallingham's second shot. The guard was just too good. They had to get rid of it.
Put it in the same spot where you were given. Here. We can always, it always will finish. So let's just stick with the same ice. Because I don't want to be, I know it's slippery in the house. I don't want to be watching it go to there. We could finish it.
Guys stumbling all over the place. So
those early morning draws.
So the Calvert team looking at an interesting situation here. If they can replace the guard, probably the LOTT team will rip it off again. They replace the guard again, the LOTT team is going to be forced to try a draw, and that high corner guard may well be in the path of the draw to the forefoot that LOTT is going to have with his final stone. Skip rocks to come here in our game. Calvert and LOTT, two Fort Rouge teams. Calvert leading 4-1, playing the fifth end. LOTT with the hammer.
Okay, you can go for line then if you're light. Got a curl. How light are you? Yeah, keep going, keep going. Curl, 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 curl. Come on, curl. Come on, buddy. Go, let's go. Say, oh, no, no. Whoa. Good. Good sweeping. No, it's good. Great shot.
Yeah.
This one doesn't curl quite enough, so there is more of that shot stone peeking out, and LOTT sees the opportunity to play that rock.
Curls up, we can go under too. Yeah, I think you can get there.
You heard him say he thinks they can actually hit and roll under the guard.
And just stick right there.
Back weight, yeah.
He gets a little on the wide side of it. He rolls across, possibly under the guard that was left with the peel, previous peel. Tanner Lott's first shot of this fifth end. The out-turn hit past the guard.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard weight. Hard. Hard weight. All right. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Try not to chip this in.
But it's underthrown.
Get out of there. Get out.
Appears not to have pushed that rock on as a biter.
What do you think, Brad? It's close.
So Rob is asking Brad Van Wallingham what he thinks. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get accurate information when you're asking the opponent what his opinion is.
So do you want to? Well, if you think it's out and we miss the guard, he gets a blank out of it. If you think it's out, then maybe we just force. I don't know. What do you think? You want to just replace it? Like, I don't know if they take a crack. If you can see half of it, I don't know if he ever peels it out and checks, because that's a big point. Let's replace it. Yeah.
So clearly that rock is closer to being a biter than we guessed from the overhead shot.
Well, that's what if he's peeling it out and checking, I don't mind that. So let's put a good guard on it. No, right to here, B-Cal. Same ice, eh?
It's obviously a positive force in the decision, however, Ray, because if they do replace the guard and if Calvert is laying 2, it's a different call for Tanner Lott than if he's only laying 1. But can he take a chance on it not being in?
Yeah, they've all had a very good look at it, and no one is sure.
Yeah. It's one of those things, the psychology comes into it. If you say we're playing this as if it's 2, the opponent has to be impacted by that, because if you believe it's 2, he needs to really take you seriously, even if you try to trick him. So
yes.
How's the weight? Line's a bit tighter. Okay, line's good. Line's good.
So they'll try to replace the guard in such a way that Tanner Lott is forced to draw, possibly facing 2.
Yep. Curl and go. Curl and go. Hard. Hard, Ian. Go. Go, buddy. Keep going. Keep going. Go, go, go. Hard. Right till
Need to drag it right across.
Good. Great spot.
Still not buried. It leaves it open. And Lott will play it as if it is 2, and he will play the draw. He thinks that high guard is not in the way. And it probably is not. That's about the spot where the big curl begins, and so if he can get to the inside of that yellow guard at the corner of McMahon and Yates, the line probably draws almost to the red stone in the forefoot.
We're going to have to increase the sponsorship cost of that logo.
The Viterra folks may be saying, how do we get our logo out there?
There you go.
Different people look at things with different perspectives, Ray. So we do see the draw. It's on its way down the ice. And he does just touch it. Now we're going to find out. Oh, they're going to sweep it in, so we won't ever find out if that was biting. But it is going to be a steal of 1 for the Redstones. Braden Calvert will take a 5-1 lead into the 5th end break. We'll be back with that after the 5-minute break.
You can support your curling club or the curling club in your community by buying tickets now in Curl Manitoba's online 50/50. After you win the big prize in the March 31st draw, 100% of the proceeds will be dispersed to the curling clubs of Manitoba for their use as needed. All you have to do is be sure to click the button to assign your ticket purchase to the curling club you wish to support. To purchase your curling club's 50/50 tickets, go online to fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen now.
It means coming together, helping one another, being there, showing support. That's community. Getting together with your chums you want to curl with.
It's important to volunteer, help out as much as we can.
I love curling.
I love curling. RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork, locally grown, globally preferred.
Why not? Just watch. Why not? Keep scrolling, I slide. Why not?
As a broadcaster and Hall of Fame football player, I'm constantly in the lab of life. For 15 years, my friends at Knott Auto Corp have been pioneers as well.
Why not?
Introducing Winnipeg Car Lab, custom car wraps, graphics, and auto
Why
services. Winnipeg, why not get in the lab?
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
Where can you find handmade delicious pizza, classic burgers, scrumptious salads, and the finest Manitoba-sourced pressure-cooked fried chicken? From small towns to big cities with 38 locations, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your made in Manitoba chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Asham Curling Supplies.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
You work hard to keep it all together. And when you need a little help, we're there. At PharmaSave, we see you.
Live well with PharmaSave.
You can win a pair of tickets for the 2023 Tim Hortons Brier in London or the 2023 BKT Tires and OK Tire Men's Worlds in Ottawa, plus $500. Or maybe equip your team with a set of 4 of Asham's new Ultra Force brushes. And at the same time, support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum and Curl Manitoba's Curling for Life Endowment Fund. Raffle tickets are available now. 1 for $5, 4 for $10, 10 for $20. Buy online at fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen right now. You can get your tickets now for the Progressive 50-50 in support of the Neepawa Curling Club and the Yellowhead Center by scanning the QR code on your screen now. The final draw will be February 12th at 3:45. Tickets are 1 for $3, 2 for $5, 5 for $10, or 12 for $20.
At McMunn & Yates, we've always believed that good neighbors make for better communities. McMunn & Yates has everything you need for your next project, right at your fingertips. And McMunnandYates.com will always be there, ready to help.
We're flying back into the Yellowhead Center in Neepawa, where we have the 98th Manitoba Men's Curling Championship, the 2023 Viterra Championship underway, a game between 2 Fort Rouge clubs, the Braden Calvert team, the Tanner LOTT team. Calvert in control has scored a pair of deuces, 2s on the first and the fourth end, and a big steal of 1 in the fifth end to take the 5-1 lead after the fifth end break. So the Calvert team is going to throw their rock right into the 4-foot circle. and try to keep this game pretty simple for the next few ends. LOTT, on the other hand, has to force the action. He'll play the long corner guard. So we're looking at games on other sheets of ice while our game gets underway. Wayne Owasco, I think, has just given up a steal of one and has now trails 7-2 to David Hamlin. Across the way, it's a 3-1 score now for Rick Montaigne over Schufelt and his Balder team. Ryan Wiebe gave up a 3 to Stewart, but got 2 back on the fourth, so that score sits at 6-3 Wiebe, just concluding the fifth end. And it is a tie 3-3 now between Sigurdsson and Chambers. Chambers scoring a deuce on the fourth. 5-1 Calvert over LOTT. Corner guard slid a little deep, biting the rings. Rob Gordon is asked to peel it off. Any rock in the rings now probably will be removed by the Calvert team. Those guards just have to be guards, Ray, in the early part of the end if you're going to try to build up something.
Guard that one. I like to guard the red. Not much.
But Gordon knows hits, so he leaves that rock tight to the rings. Tanner Lott will try to get Stu Shields to go around it. No, he's going to set up the guard.
Yes.
Needs to curl. Wade, this is probably you again. Wade, if you can.
You were just itching to correct me, but I corrected myself.
I like correcting people. I almost had that chance.
Tight? Yeah.
So at this stage, it's looking like only half of my scenario of two former World Junior Champions meeting is going to work out. David Hamlin appears to be on his way to victory. A Calvert loss would force that scenario, and Calvert in control at this point. So I thought more about that, Ray, and I am now convinced that we probably have never had two Manitoba junior world champions play each other in the men's championship. It's a rare occurrence, obviously, to win the World Junior Championship, and it's been almost a generational thing. We go back, Bobby Ursel in the 1980s won the World Junior Championship. The next one to win it was, in fact, David Hamlin, and he did it in 2002. Fast forward another decade plus to 2014 when Braden Calvert won it. And then the fourth Manitoba World Junior Champion is Jacques Gauthier a couple of years ago, just before the COVID. And Jacques is at the moment competing out of British Columbia, is qualified for the Brier there. So we've only had the four World Junior Champions, and almost a generational thing. They haven't played very much. David Hamlin played a fair bit early in the years after the World Junior Championship, but as happens, life gets in the way. He runs a pretty big farm operation down there in the Morris area, and still a fine player, but doesn't play very much. And so it would be an interesting scenario to see a couple of former World Junior Champions play each other, but doesn't look like it's going to happen at this point.
Well, I'm sure no other provinces would be able to say that either. I know I was saying yesterday, hockey is Canada's sport, but curling is Manitoba's sport, because we've got a terrific, successful heritage in curling in Manitoba.
Viterra also is very involved in supporting Curl Manitoba's youth efforts, aren't you?
Yes, I know in Saskatchewan and Manitoba we support that. We're really pleased when they can produce curlers, and both curlers and fans at that age. And once you start and get the bug, you're in.
So the Wade Ford draw, trying to get around those pair of corners, slides through the rings.
Want to try it? Yeah, 2/3. You might Yeah, what turn do you see?
Braden does not want that guard hanging around.
No, they're at the stage up 4. Play the center line side of this. They might rip off both guards, but certainly rip off the high guard. Calvert team's objective is to keep it as simple as they can from here out. Doesn't quite make the double peel, but gets rid of the guard that is the greater problem. So Van Wallingham with his
Straight.
shot.
Okay.
Trying to get it into the edge of the 8-foot circle, T-line area behind the red corner guard. Red rock very tight to the rings.
There's no sweeping on this one.
It's good.
Slides deep of the tee, but shot stone.
Just make it.
No doubt. Play the run back. Attempt to run the guard through. Take out that yellow stone that was just put in the back rings.
Roll it away? Yeah, roll it away. Okay.
Doesn't get the double contact, but no guard in play now.
Center.
So the expression, Ray, some shots just have to be made. I think this is one of them. This is the chance for the LOTT team to get a couple, and they've just got to have this shot.
I know. Okay, I'll just take off.
The pressure is on, but they're used to pressure shots.
Brad Van Wallingham, his second stone of the end. Last of third stones.
Right here, guys. It's got a curl.
Wait.
Curl.
Need this one to curl off center. It's not certainly curling as much as they expected, but does pass by the guard. They'll get to the tee line.
That way, Brad.
And Braden Calvert will look at a hit and roll to the center. A double is not a difficult double, but it's right across the rings.
Almost a different postal code.
So I guess I shouldn't say it's not a difficult double. I said the angle is good for a double is a better way of putting it. He'll come at it with the out turn.
Whoa, no. Whoa. No. Curl. Close. Yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa.
Just gets that nice roll under to the button, the right to the center line under the guard.
About half covered.
Peaks out enough that LOTT can play the weight to hit and roll back to the outside to sit a pair.
And there's very little danger of the yellow one being a catcher for this red one. If it's a catcher, he's rolling out anyway.
The weight's still sensitive, however, and underthrowing a little bit can overcurl and tap that red stone in. The guard at the top of the rings.
Whoa.
Stu! Stu!
Yep.
Sweep to curl now to get it up to have a big enough chunk to stay. Will he stay in or will we sweep it out?
It
does stay in the rings.
That's a tough double.
Again, a tough double. It's, the angle not bad, but right across the ring. So key here for Calvert is to hit, stick, roll a bit, force LOTT to throw a hit with the possibility of rolling out.
Whoa. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Off. 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 Yeah, it's just got to sit right on the nose. Ah. Okay.
In fact, it doesn't sit right on the rolls. It rolls just that little bit.
Advantage LOTT.
LOTT throwing the red stones. Lies one. Final stone of the end.
I'll correct you there. The LOTT is the yellow one, so.
You insist on correcting me again.
My mother would be proud.
Whichever color they're throwing, the LOTT team does have a draw for 2. A little bit of sweeping as it comes into the ring, suggesting that it's no concern being heavy. It's going to draw right 2. In fact, cover the pinhole with a draw for 2, so the LOTT team picks up a pair and trail 5-3 to Braden Calvert as we go to the 6th. We'll be back with the 6th end in just a moment.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At McMunn & Yates, we've always believed that good neighbors make for better communities. McMunn & Yates has everything you need for your next project, right at your fingertips. And McMunnandYates.com will always be there, ready to help.
You can support your curling club or the curling club in your community by buying tickets now in Curl Manitoba's online 50/50. After you win the big prize in the March 31st draw, 100% of the proceeds will be dispersed to the curling clubs of Manitoba for their use as needed. All you have to do is be sure to click the button to assign your ticket purchase to the curling club you wish to support. To purchase your curling club's 50/50 tickets, go online to fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen now.
Yep.
So we're into the 7th end of our game between Braden Calvert and Tanner LOTT. LOTT manufactured a deuce in the 6th end. Now trails 5-3, and the LOTT team down 2 places the center guard. Calvert goes to the wings. He'll want to be tight to the rings or in. Perfectly placed by lead Rob Gordon, sweeper Ian McMillan. Calvert playing with 3 here today.
Yeah, let's see.
So this is Stu Shields with his 2nd stone of the end.
A little less.
Straight a bit. Line's good.
Weight's nice.
Line's good.
Tight. Weight's nice. Tight. Tight guard.
that guard will be effective for a while. It's touching the center line, so can't yet be removed. The no-tick rule that will be played at the national and the world championship is in effect here in Manitoba as well.
Oh, just play the weight. Line's getting better. Just a biter would be good.
So Gordon again throws to the wings. Tanner Lott has a decision to make. And it's made. He's going to draw behind his two center guards. Second man, Wade Ford.
Brad's rock. T? Needs to curl. Curl. We're pretty heavy. Curl. We're heavy. It's fine. It's gotta go. Okay. That's good. That's fine. Wait.
Well, to get it to curl as much as they want, they do go deep into the 8-foot, and now it's okay under the rules to remove guards, so Braden Calvert will try to peel off the two yellow guards. With a little luck, he might even run one through and take the yellow one out of the back of the 8-foot circle.
Whoa. Close.
Didn't get the double peel, got lucky on that. Ray could have easily ripped out his own red rocks.
Call it safe.
It was great to see this area get so many inductees into the Manitoba Hall of Fame. The Nipawin and Minnedosa really well represented this year.
Yeah, I'm on the board of the Curling Hall of Fame, and the Kelly Robertson team for sure has been a near future candidate for the Hall of Fame for a couple of years now with their accomplishments. Kelly Robertson, Peter Prokopowicz, Doug Armour, and Bob Scales, probably one of the best senior men's teams in a couple of decades, maybe in Manitoba senior curling. They played in, if I'm not mistaken, 7 finals in a 4-year period. Didn't win them all, of course, but they played in a bunch of finals, including provincial and Canadian and the One World. So they've been an automatic inductee, and the time has come. And so the decision has been made that the banquet will be held in Nipawin, or I mean in Brandon.
I'd like to correct you.
Yes, thank you on that one. With a group of very deserving Western Manitoba teams. The Robertson team, I don't hesitate to say, is kind of the headliner. But Ray Orr's Canadian Masters champion team from Minnedosa, Joyce McDougall's Canadian Masters champion team from Brandon.
And Cheryl Orr, Ray's wife, is on that team.
Exactly. Doug Armour was with Robertson, but also skipped a Canadian Masters champion team out of Souris. That event actually was played in the Riverview Club in Brandon, the Canadian Championship. And then the Martin Bailey Masters champion team playing out of the Heather, but Martin was originally from the Stockton area, and his lead, Gary Smith, was originally from the Isabella area. So pretty much a Western Manitoba connection there. And then 4 individuals, Doug Harrison, Ruth Wiebe, Bob Flock, and Dave Peterson. Dave Peterson was a head official at this event many, many times. And so some deserving individuals. Bob Flock is an interesting one. Not a high-profile curler because he was a police officer, a Winnipeg, originally St. James, and then a Winnipeg police officer. And those folks just knew early in their careers that curling and service to the community didn't really work. So he curled a lot, but Moore was a builder. He started a program called the Police and Pals program that brought a lot of kids together with police officers on the curling ice, and a very deserving builder of the sport. So the banquet's May 7th in Brandon at the Victoria Inn. The details are being finalized, and we're happy to see a whole bunch of folks come out to celebrate all these worthy honorees. So as I did all that infomercial, and thank you for leading me into it, we've got a couple of Calvert stones. We'll remind you that Calvert does have last rock here, and the final third stone of the end for Brad Van Wallingham. Facing two, he wants to get to that 4-foot area in front of the... Well, as a matter of fact, he tricked me. He's playing the hit and roll. Tanner had looked at the draw.
Word weight. You got it, buddy.
So they'll hope to trade shots until at some point either Calvert decides to attack and go behind as well, or LOTT decides to try to force by going behind. Final of the third stones for this seventh end. And Ian McMillan is going to hit, stick. Nope, he's going to... Ooh.
That's a very close one.
It's another one like the earlier one. Is it biting? Is it not? I would speculate that one is. They don't even really look at it, so it must be. So now Tanner Lott's going to try the draw to set up a force if he can.
And the paint of the rings is one thing, but the final measure is the middle measuring stick.
So Tanner Lott's first draw on the seventh end.
Mine's okay. Gonna be back 8, guys. Back 4.
Play the weight. It's killing the line, killing the line, killing the line, killing the line. It's Wade's rock. Right on top.
All the way, hard Wade. Gotta go, curl
hard.
Way. Gotta go, hard, right to it, hard Wade, hard.
Word weight or hack weight.
Nicely placed on the center line behind, again behind the tee line. Calvert looks at.
Do I there be Cal? Yep. Okay.
He'll continue to play the in turn. He believes he'll over curl here as he passes the guard and push the yellow out past the red rock in the back 8 foot. Roll open. A little heavy and doesn't get the curl he wants, so it jams back on that second shot rock. Yellow lying second stone.
Back line to hack.
Lott will try now to get that little curl to the nose. He'll sit 2 if he succeeds.
It's like back line to hack.
Again, looking for the weight to push the red stone out the back of the rings, or certainly out to the 12 foot. Back line to Hackwade, he said.
Whoa, close. Curl. Wait. Wait. Hard, Wade. Everything you got, Wade.
Straight.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work. Can't get the curl up that he wants. Leaves Calvert what appears to be a hit 4-3.
I mean, you we just roll out with 2. Yeah, good throw here, B-Cal. It's a nice spot.
Okay, so the clear indication there, even if we roll out, we've got 2. But in a 5-3 game, a 3-point end is pretty huge. Jumping ahead 8-3.
Like a field goal.
Yeah.
That was normal.
Final shot of the 7th. Braden Calvert in the hack, an in-turn hit. The target stone sitting in the back 12-foot circle in the old-time radio terms, about 4 o'clock.
Clean, yep. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Great throw, Braden.
No mistake, nose hit.
Are they looking at that third one?
We'll have to see if Brad Van Wellingham will kick it off. Yes, he does. So it is a 3. Braden Calvert goes up 8-3 over Tanner Lott after 7 completed ends. We'll be back with end number 8 from Neepawa in just a moment.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Sunrise Morning Draw, brought to you by Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Where can you find handmade delicious pizza, classic burgers, scrumptious salads, and the finest Manitoba-sourced pressure-cooked fried chicken? From small towns to big cities, with 38 locations, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your made-in-Manitoba chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Back in the Yellowhead Arena, Neepawa, Manitoba, the 2023 Viterra Championship. Braden Calvert has scored a 3 on the 7th end to take an 8-3 lead. Come a little short with their first rock of the end, just shy of the rings, needed or wanted that rock in. So the LOTT team places the corner guard. Rob Gordon with his second shot of the end. Calvert playing with 3. Rob Gordon, Ian McMillan the sweeper. Calvert calling the game. Kyle Kerr's not on the ice today. And with that tight center guard, Rob Gordon goes around to the top of the 4-foot circle. Calvert team may sense an opportunity to end the game here, Ray. Save a little energy with only 3 of them playing.
It gets to be an endurance test towards the end.
Okay. Better for tight. Still gotta go a bit. It's right here. Line's good. Little curl. Hey. Line's good. Really nice.
Teams that stay alive on the A side of this 32-team draw need to win 3 games to be the first qualifiers into the playoff round of 8. So this is the second game. The winner here, if it's Calvert, advances against the winner over on sheet E, which is game between Steen Sigurdsson of Assiniboine Memorial and Corey Chambers, playing out of the Fort Garry Curling Club. That game, Sigurdsson has hammer and has blanked N6 and N7, tied 3-3. Sigurdsson working on a bit of an upset. Chambers was one of the seeds, number 4 seed. Across the way, Richard Montaigne has scored a deuce to jump out to a 5-2 lead over Grant Schufelt. Blanked end, number 6, Jeff Stewart and Ryan Wiebe. Wiebe
Line's good.
has the hammer, leads 6-4.
Oh, it's got a curl. T-line on its own. Really running.
And Wayne Owasco playing David Hamlin.
Brad.
I don't want to go.
Hamlin has stolen the single point on 6, leads 8-2 now.
Almost looks like 2 separate games on that one end.
No. I don't want to go. Like it looked like T-line on your hands.
Couple of corner guards covering Yellowstone back 8 foot. Calvert team with a center guard and 2 behind it, but they're going to rip off the corner guards.
I don't know if my 3 rocks or the 3 rocks or the. Yep. Right here. T-line on its own. T right now. Don't. Just line. Just line.
Yep. Hard!
Draw by second Wade Ford.
Okay, that's fine.
Nicely behind the cover. Calvert still lying a pair.
We ever throw in like hack tight? We rack. Just true hack.
And Calvert elects to ignore the rock that's third stone. Playing a tap on the rock. That's 1, 2, 3, fourth shot. If they rub the guard to remove it from play, so be it. He's really working at not giving up a big end, not giving back a 3. They will make the rub contact.
Okay.
A little bit of bad luck on the result of that one. He moves his own off the back of the forefoot and does create an opportunity now for the LOTT team to in fact build that 3 that I referred to as not being as Calvert not wanting to allow.
Bad luck for one team is good luck for the other.
Always. First of third stones for Van Wallingham.
Where's the weight? Yep. Hard! Hard!
Hard, guys. Gotta go. That's good, Brad.
Weld it in the pocket? Yeah.
So that rock just over curled a little bit at the end, and they wanted to be in front of the red stone. The opportunity now for Calvert to not only get out of trouble, but to put LOTT in some difficulty if they can make the draw freeze, almost the identical shot, just sit on the button in front of those 2 stones.
Weight's good. Back 4. No, we're way out. Heavy. How's your line? Not great. Nothing? We're heavy. Back 12. Can I do something with it or no? No, it just has to curl. Okay. Okay.
Just was always that little bit heavy all the way down there. Nothing they could do with that rock.
Same thing, pretty much. Same weight, just like, yeah, back 4, back 8. Yeah, same weight.
Just wanted to compliment the host committee here in Nipawa and all of the volunteers. It's been, they have set it up so well. It's been really run well. There's about 300 volunteers.
It's a good community for this kind of an event. It's a good sized community. The arena works. The arena works for the event. It's the right size, and they do have a history. 2002, 2013, Jeff Stoughton won the championship here. It was actually 2000 and 2013. 2002, Mark Lukowicz won. So they've got that history. They also hosted a Scotties once. But it's been a few years. It's good to be back.
Speed's good, B-Cal.
So the advantage swings back to the Calvert side. They do have that shot stone. A capper now, a rock right into the button even, but a rock on the center line in the rings is going to help seal off and create a possible steal.
True T-line weight.
Skip rocks to come. Calvert throwing the red, wins or leads 8-3.
Room right now. Okay, whoa then. Running.
Good.
Okay, line's getting better. Line's good. How's the weight? Okay, T-line weight. Got a curl. No, line's good. Yeah, finish it. No. Just tap it 2 inches. Yes. Tap it 2 inches. Beauty. Great
There's
job,
the
B-Cal.
2 inches.
Good weight.
Very precise. So Tanner Lottle's going to have to look at whether or not he can do anything with the second redstone. The first one can be tapped, but probably back onto yellow.
Yeah, it's hair low.
Calvert's placement on that stone covering the pinhole is so they're going to go to the intern side trying to run. Now there's a red guard straight out from that yellow stone you see in the 8 foot there. You see that better view of the house, and it's going to be a red onto yellow onto red to see if we can't make the pinhole a little cleaner so that there's something to do with the last shot.
Almost throwing overhand.
Yeah, this was the big weight peel. Looking for nose on the red. Just past it, picks out his own worst possible result. No contact on the red. He knew he would lose the yellow one in the back of the 4 foot, but he just had to get that rock off the pinhole, and now a guard creates a steal.
Like, I mean, he really can't score if you just played the same draw.
The police detachment is not far away if there is some stealing going on.
Stealing going on. So here we got a situation where, as Rob Gordon says, and he didn't say it quite this way, it's more the phrasing used in the club, if we don't throw this rock, what's the other guy going to do? And it actually applies here, I think. If they don't throw this rock, how does yellow really accomplish much with that red sealed the way it is on top? Of course, they are going to throw it. They're going to try to put a guard right on the center line, high in the house, 12 foot, 8 foot.
Same shot. throw a guard, he's got kind of the back. Yeah, same angle. Yeah. Wouldn't mind giving you a little less. You didn't really sweep it.
So Braden Calvert is in the hack, his last stone of the end. Calvert lies 2, leads 8-3. A rock in the 12-foot, 8-foot, biting 4-foot, touching the center line.
A little wider. Okay, whoa. Wait for
Will
it.
virtually guarantee a
Okay,
steal.
mine's getting still wider. How's the weight? Whoa. Whoa. How's the weight? Okay, yep, you can go now. Yep. Hard. 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 Right to it. Hard, hard, hard.
So they do come full, almost fully 4-foot. Red lying 2. And as Rob Gordon put it, as they were talking about that shot, what does he do?
Yeah, we still don't get one, though. Hey? We still don't get one. The other thing is this. You play that. You ever catch this? Catch the bottom? This
I think it's fair to say there's a certain 1 here.
Yes.
Let's try to
Beyond that,
thinking like board weight. You almost got to like catch this guy. Yeah, there's nothing else, Brad. Hey? There's nothing else. No. Yeah. I'll play
there's an angle from far out to the wings, an angle hit.
How much weight are you throwing? Board. Hey? Board.
And with a perfect result, maybe yellow scores 1. But
say it might run near.
Probably this is a shot to cut red down to 1. So, nice position to be in if you're red.
Yes.
And an absolute certainty that there's no 2 on the board for the yellows.
A little more. Yeah. Yeah.
So a bit of a Hail Mary for Tanner Lott. Wide out-turn hit, trying to cut a yellow stone in from 2 feet off the wall. Angle it in onto the 2 reds on the button.
Yep. 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 Hard. Yep. Hard. Okay. Hard.
Over curls just that little bit, runs it back through. Red will score 2. That brings the score to 10-3 and a concession by Tanner Lott and his team. Braden Calvert wins 10-3. Just before we cut away, we will give you the results across the way. Steen Sigurdsson, after blanking 2, scored a deuce, so he leads 5-3, playing end number 9. Richard Montaigne leads 5-2 over Grant Schufeld, playing end number 9. Ryan Wiebe just can't see through the legs. We'll get back to that one. David Hamlin leads 8-4 over Wayne Owasco, playing end number 8. And a bunch of rocks rolling around on the Ryan Wiebe sheet device. That score is 6-4, playing end number 8 over Jeff Stewart. So Braden Calvert puts a 10-3 score on the board over Tanner Lott, a clubmate from Fort Rouge, as we wrap it up from Neepawa until the next draw. Ray Ballone, thank you very much for joining me. You're going to join me again tomorrow morning.
If you say so. It's been my pleasure. Thanks, President.
It's been fun. Thanks for being here. Calvert over Lott, 10-3. That's it from Neepawa. I'm Resby Coots for Ray Ballone. Join us again at noon, please. Thank you for joining us for this Manitoba Championship draw, brought to you by Seagram's VO, masterfully blended, distinctly Canadian.
You can win a pair of tickets for the 2023 Tim Hortons Brier in London or the 2023 BKT Tires and OK Tire Men's Worlds in Ottawa, plus $500. Or maybe equip your team with a set of 4 of Asham's new Ultra Force brushes, and at the same time support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum and Curl Manitoba's Curling for Life Endowment Fund. Raffle tickets are available now, 1 for $5, 4 for $10, 10 for $20. Buy online at fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen right now.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Curling, brought to you by Seagram's 83, Manitoba's favorite Canadian whiskey.
Where can you find handmade delicious pizza, classic burgers, scrumptious salads, and the finest Manitoba-sourced pressure-cooked fried chicken? From small towns to big cities with 38 locations, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your made in Manitoba chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Eat. Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Sunrise Morning Draw, brought to you by Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
You work hard to keep it all together. And when you need a little help, we're there. At PharmaSave, we see you.
Live well with PharmaSave.
You can support your curling club or the curling club in your community by buying tickets now in Curl Manitoba's online 50/50. After you win the big prize in the March 31st draw, 100% of the proceeds will be dispersed to the curling clubs of Manitoba for their use as needed. All you have to do is be sure to click the button to assign your ticket purchase to the curling club you wish to support. To purchase your curling club's 50/50 tickets, go online to fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen now. Thank you for joining us for this Manitoba Championship Draw, brought to you by Seagram's 83, Manitoba's #1 whiskey. Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. You can win a pair of tickets for the 2023 Tim Hortons Brier in London or the 2023 BKT Tires and OK Tire Men's Worlds in Ottawa, plus $500. Or maybe equip your team with a set of 4 of Asham's new Ultra Force brushes, and at the same time support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum and Curl Manitoba's Curling for Life Endowment Fund. Raffle tickets are available now, 1 for $5, 4 for $10, 10 for $20. Buy online at fundingchange.ca/Curl Manitoba or scan the QR code on your screen right now. We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Sunrise Morning Draw, brought to you by Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together. We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Curling, brought to you by Seagram's VO, integrity, tradition, and craftsmanship. Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork, locally grown, globally preferred.